Blackwell is a chip, probably the only chip in the world that's known by almost everybody.
When people think about the world's largest chip companies, they often imagine massive factories, endless rows of machines, and industrial zones filled with steel, noise, and smoke. But NVIDIA, the most valuable chip company in the world today, does not own a single chip factory. That fact alone feels almost impossible. So the real question is not about what NVIDIA produces, but about how NVIDIA chose to compete. How did a company that never manufactures chips become one of the most powerful names in the global semiconductor industry? For many decades, success in the chip industry was closely tied to manufacturing control. Companies like Intel and Samsung believed that owning factories meant owning the future. They invested hundreds of billions of dollars to build and operate their own fabrication plants. NVIDIA made a very different decision. Instead of competing in manufacturing scale, NVIDIA chose to focus almost entirely on chip design, architecture, and long-term research. This was not a temporary solution or a reaction to market pressure. It was a deliberate and long-term strategy. NVIDIA operates as what the industry calls a fabless semiconductor company. This means NVIDIA designs its chips internally, but relies on specialized partners to manufacture them. Most of NVIDIA's advanced chips today are produced by TSMC, the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. TSMC is currently the world's most advanced chip manufacturer, supplying leading technology companies such as Apple, AMD, and NVIDIA. Building a modern chip factory can cost between 20 and 30 billion US dollars before producing a single commercial chip. And even after that investment, manufacturing technology can become outdated in just a few years. NVIDIA looked at this reality and asked a different kind of question. What if, instead of spending billions on factories, we invest that capital into design, software, and a long-term computing ecosystem? By avoiding manufacturing ownership, NVIDIA gained flexibility. It could move faster, iterate its designs more frequently, and adapt quickly to new types of computing workloads. Intel chose a different path. For a long time, Intel controlled both chip design and chip manufacturing, and that strategy worked extremely well. But as chip production became more complex, manufacturing delays increased, costs rose sharply, and execution became more difficult. NVIDIA avoided much of this risk by allowing TSMC to handle manufacturing complexity, while NVIDIA focused on what it does best: designing high-value processors optimized for artificial intelligence. Modern AI systems do not simply need faster chips. They require a complete computing platform. That platform includes hardware, software, developer tools, and long-term ecosystem support. NVIDIA invested in this full stack for more than a decade, long before artificial intelligence became a global trend. So when generative AI suddenly accelerated, NVIDIA was not scrambling to adapt. It was executing a strategy that had already been built. In the end, NVIDIA's strength does not come from owning factories or controlling manufacturing capacity. It comes from understanding where real value is created in the modern semiconductor industry. In an era where manufacturing is expensive, complex, and risky, NVIDIA chose to focus on design, software, and research. And that single decision quietly reshaped the global semiconductor landscape.